Hey everyone, today I'm sharing a hilarious story about a woman with unusual taste who got bumped into during a volleyball game and found herself drawn to a guy who looks, well, let's say he's a bit. Now that this hilarious story is wrapping up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more laughs coming your way. However, she realized this guy had a peculiar scent that made her heart race like a deer caught in headlights, filling her mind with fire. She told her best friend, who chuckled, "Are you starving? Falling for an ordinary guy? Elaine Gura, this might just send you over the edge." Her friend urged her to check him out, but despite the warnings, she couldn't help but feel butterflies in her stomach. Days went by, and she couldn't get him out of her mind. One night, she decided to stop his car and mustered up the courage to confess. "I really find you attractive," but him puzzled, so I wanted to say. The guy stared at her, like struck by lightning. She didn't know what to say, feeling awkward, like stepping on her shoes while dancing. So she got out of the car. Though fruitless, speaking her mind lightened her heart. She dared love a man not conventionally handsome. His image kept popping into her mind. She wanted to call but lacked the courage. Soon, they met again at a volleyball game. Every time they met, they would exchange glances, like two secret agents in a romantic comedy. After the game ended, the guy finally asked, "Candy, by the way, earlier in the car, were you still inside? Where are you headed?" To avoid attention, they ducked into the car, and the woman bluntly asked, interested in discussing a little room. The guy was caught off guard again. "Oh, I already have a lovely wife." He didn't want to ruin his hard-earned relationship. "I really shouldn't do this. I feel something, but I absolutely don't want to hurt you or your marriage. I just wanted to keep this bubble nice." The girl was left somewhat dazed and totally confused by what he actually intended to convey. In her head, she thought, this guy is totally playing hard to get. Does he want me to take the lead? She didn't want to push any further, and as time went by, they only met once during Halloween, but she didn't bring it up. This left the guy feeling a bit down, and his heart was racing with restlessness. Finally, one morning, she got a call from him. He took the initiative to ask her out for lunch the next day and casually mentioned discussing their prior topics. She didn't refuse. Since they both had families, they agreed just to talk about a fling, not feelings. Coincidentally, they both wanted to enjoy some fun. What they thought would be a done deal turned out to be a "let's think about this some more" from the guy. The woman was utterly perplexed and thought, his self-control is impressive. How does he even think like this? To ensure they could enjoy this forbidden fruit, they remained calm and thoughtful until she finally suggested a plan. Finally, they settled on a plan and agreed that if either one wanted out for any reason, it was done. Second, if either one developed feelings, that was it. Third, just in case, they agreed all their rendezvous must happen outside the city. And lastly, they would split all costs evenly, including food, gas, and motel rooms. Once everything was settled, they finally agreed on a date for their meeting, December 12th. After wrapping up the meeting with the guy, the woman glanced at her husband, who was just sitting there chuckling at the TV, and guilt bubbled up inside her. She slowly moved closer to her husband and wondered why she'd rather seek excitement with an ugly guy. At this moment, she seemed to find the answer. Marriage is like a loyalty exam, and if you can't stick to it, maybe you shouldn't have taken the test. And soon, December 12th arrived. The woman dressed up, driving her daughter to school and unexpectedly encountering the man's wife. Her heart skipped a beat, but that didn't throw her off her dating plans. She found a super cool motel outside the city, booked a room, and then called the guy. "I've been waiting for you at the Central Highway for a few minutes." After some anxious waiting, she finally got his call. As the guy approached her, her heart raced like a deer in headlights, and let's just skip what happened next because they were both lost in the moment.